Welcome everyone to Saturday Night Hype, and we have a blockbuster 3-match card for you here tonight as we prepare ourselves for Autumn Asylum in just 3 weeks' time. I am the Sentinel.
And I'm JOSHAGEDDON, and is that ninjas I see on my program, Sean?
Well, CIW is here, and it's roaring, and surprise, surprise, ninjas are fighting. As
I never would have guessed.
But you know what? We thank all of them for being here, and now, unfortunately, I wish I could say more good things about this man and the franchise, as the last time we saw them was actually at Massacre back in May when they defeated Rain and Souls, Ermac and Rain, in a steel cage match. But ultimately, these two have been taking a lot of time off. They've been basically reaping in the benefits of the constant microtransactions of the Mortal Kombat games, and they have now been staging themselves up for what they believe to be is their main event push. And they believe, and of course in their way, in their eyes, is anyone who's from Mortal Kombat ever. Because they are the they are the two men who signify what Mortal Kombat is. That's why, hence their name. And so Noob, Saibot, and Smoke, both of whom have pretty significant championship credentials in CIW, said, "You want to fight us? Well, you know, are they gonna say no to a fight against known ninjas that they always fight? Of course not.
Of course not. No, it would be out of character. It's in their DNA to do.
Yeah, it wasn't much of an ask to get Noob-Smoke to come here and fight the franchise here tonight. As Sub-Zero, a former 2-time Exceeds champion in his own right, as there is a lot of Exceeds championships to go around this match, JOSHAGEDDON. As Smoke, a former, the very first Exceeds champion, Noob Saibot, a former 3-time Exceeds champion, tied with Aquaman for the most ever. As Sub-Zero and Scorpion, who you got in this matchup of age-old rivals doing what they always do all the time?
I'm gonna go with the franchise on this one because I saw the new Mortal Kombat 2 movie, and, you know, shocker, Sub-Zero and Scorpion did more stuff than these two guys.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the franchise on this one.
Yeah, well, the franchise, and of course, they're off a big victory, as Smoke and Noob Saibot really haven't been gaining a whole lot of momentum as a tag team at all. I mean, we've seen them in the Mirror Force Championship that they were unsuccessful in achieving, but Noob Saibot is in the Raigeki Championship semifinals in the 4-man Battle Royal next week on Battle City, and the winners of those 3 matches go on to open up Night 1 of Autumn Asylum on September 11th for the Raigeki Championship. Noob Saibot beat Mitsurugi, the oncoming Soul Calibur talent who showed up in January and has been really trying to build some momentum as one of the very few members of Soul Calibur in CIW. But Noob Saibot beat him in a hell of a match, though.
Dude, straight up, I love Mitsurugi.
Oh, I do too. You know, I'm a big fan of his. You know, it's why he's here. It's why he's been here. I mean, Soul Calibur 2 is one of my favorite PlayStation games of all time, just for the record. And here comes Noob Saibot in aid of Smoke.
Okay, real quick, just speaking of Soul Calibur, you know how I deliver pizza for a living, right?
I do. And where is he? Where is Noob Saibot?
One of my customers the other day was named Cervantes.
Oh, good God!
Oh, speaking of,
Jeez,
oh my God!
Dear Lord! Mitsurugi just punched the skull, or the back of the skull of Noob Saibot into that hearse!
That was disgusting.
As Mitsurugi, I clearly is upset about the fact that he lost that quarterfinal matchup to Noob Saibot in a hell of a main event. I mean, come on. That's disrespectful.
That's disgusting.
He just fed him garbage.
That is wrong.
Mitsurugi, we were just saying how much we like you. Why would you do this?
We were just giving you flowers, bro.
God. And now just slamming the skull into the glass again, and now tripping into the head, into that, what remains of that limousine window.
Damn.
This is not right. As Smoke or Noob, what's Smoke supposed to do now against the franchise? Oh! No! No! Oh, and now the match has started. Scorpion has jumped Smoke.
Well, he's dead.
As the bell rang, Mitsurugi got out of dodge, and just now, because of course Prasad's budget cuts have made all the security have to be across the street, so I had to text them to come over. That's why it took so damn long, as they are going to piece together whatever is left of Noob Saibot. But it appears, Josh, again, that tonight Smoke is on his own against the franchise.
Well, this is not good. This is not good for Smoke.
And what does that mean for Noob Saibot tomorrow, next week? Well, you know, he's got a semifinal match to compete in.
We have to finish finding all of the pieces of his face first.
I know, and folks, we will keep you updated this week on his condition, as now the arrogance of Scorpion and Sub-Zero is coming into play, and, you know, of all the things to boost their ego, random interference they weren't counting on is the worst way to do it. Low blow, message sent.
I know.
And
they are both just like, well, this is gonna be easy now.
Everything went better than expected. As
basically.
As now this is a 2-on-1. And, you know, I know Smoke has got a lot of friends in the back. You know, of course he's a CIW original. But who's going to be available in time, who's actually been called here tonight to come be at the building? Because we do have 3 matches, but we don't call the entire roster every single show. You know, there's too many of us for that.
I was just thinking, like, if Scorpion and Sub-Zero
and a nice tornado
match,
DDT from Smoke, trying to make the best of this bad situation, and now wrenching the skull of Sub-Zero and Scorpion in immediately.
If they win this match, you know they're going to be like, we did it all on our own.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're going to say that they beat Noob-Smoke, which is not the case. Yeah. On paper, that might be the case, but it's not the case. And now top rope by Scorpion and forearm. Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Scorpion
got a little too overzealous there.
Maybe that, and the overconfidence. Oh, and a big boot. As we've got referee Bobby Moynihan here tonight. As Bobby, the SNL fame, and a big back body drop from Smoke.
You don't see enough big back body drops in wrestling
No,
anymore.
you don't. You really don't. But you see a ton of them in CIW. Everybody's big back body dropping, even if they don't have the big back to body drop.
Yeah, well, you got some tiny back body drops.
Well, but
okay, this is the stupidest bit of all time.
Well, let's lead it into the...
I prefer a medium-sized back body drop, thank you very much.
Well, speaking of... I like mine done medium well, actually. But speaking of big backs, our next matchup is Kratos versus Majin Shiva.
Oh, shit.
As that is a colossal match, and Smoke is bleeding.
Yeah, I was about to say, I believe he's been busted wide open.
And that's how it happened, from all those right hands from Scorpion, as this hasn't even been a fair contest. I mean, Smoke has tried, but, I mean, and what's he supposed to do? It's 1-on-2 now.
Yeah,
you know,
his partner got his face rearranged.
Yeah, folks, if you just
by Mitsurugi.
Folks, if you're just joining us,
literally seconds after we were both like, yeah, that Mitsurugi guy's pretty cool. It's
yeah,
like, are you sure about that?
Boy, he really proved us wrong. As folks, if you're just joining us, Mitsurugi, as Noob Saibot was making his way to the ring to help Smoke here tonight as his tag partner, Mitsurugi, in a fit of, I guess, jealousy from having lost to Noob Saibot in the main event of Battle City several weeks ago, put Noob Saibot through 3 different windows, both the back of his skull and the front of his skull, multiple times, as the window budget in CIW has increased exponentially here tonight.
That was the most in real time, are you sure about that, I've ever seen.
Well, and it would have been one thing if it was just the heinous attacks, but the feeding him garbage, that was too far. That was too much. That's disrespect. You know, you're trying to make your name here in CIW, I get it, but that's going way too far with an established veteran with as decorated a history as Noob Saibot. But, folks, we are trying to stick on this matchup.
Everywhere.
Yeah, he is. And he's still trying to fight back against the franchise here tonight.
I'll give him credit. He's doing a decent job. But, again, he's just everywhere he steps, it's just a pool of blood.
Yeah, well, you know, Smoke's not going to be happy about this, too. I mean, he's going to want to take it out on the franchise, I'm sure, as well. Oh, and now Sub-Zero just took the turnbuckle pad off.
As if they needed another advantage in this match.
I know, but that's the way the franchise have worked. It's just this overwhelming entitlement. I can't believe it. Genuinely can't believe it. From Sub-Zero, okay, we've seen it, right? Cold Rain and Souls, we've seen that from him before. Scorpion's the one that surprised me. And now went for a twisting elbow and nearly hit. Smoke, who is bleeding over his mask now.
Yeah, that is a gusher right there.
Yeah, and you know, there's going to be some transfusions needed, as now just slapping the chest, and now wait a second. Oh my God!
Okay.
From Moonsault. I think he caught the leg, and got the exposed turnbuckle to the crotch. Did Sub-Zero
buckle to the ice cube nads?
Yeah, and that is I'm imagining they're more fragile when they're frozen, but I wouldn't know. But oh no, but the deep freeze crab might put an end to this, as the bloody face of Smoke just pouring blood on the canvas in the center of the ring. Is this gonna be enough to put Smoke away? And he didn't tap out. Somehow
it's getting to the point where it's just like, it might be wiser to live to fight another day.
I know. But Smoke's not like that. We've seen from this man absolutely getting thrown off a Hell in a Cell in 2014. Oh, that might do it though. Netherrealm DDT. He might be resilient, but there's only so much you can do. 1, 2, 3, and the franchise win a gimme. And it's not because
that was honestly, Mitsurugi gifted them a layup.
Yeah, and it's not because Smoke didn't fight his ass off. He certainly tried. But the numbers game was too much after Mitsurugi sabotaged Noob Saibot. And what does that mean for Saibot's entry into the Raigeki Championship semifinals next week? But I hope you're happy, franchise, because you have gotten a gimme win here tonight. But of course, they're gonna accept it as if it were the biggest win of their careers.
Of course.
But the franchise victorious here tonight. Hopefully we have at least a better version of a tag match later on in our main event, but instead we get to this.
Dear God.
Now these two have had 3 monstrous matches before. Kratos versus Majin Shiva. But not Majin Shiva, it was Kratos versus the regular Shiva. And Shiva won that 2-1, by the way. But what will happen here tonight, as the new Boo crew has been sent to scout the talent and scout all of the #1 contenders into threats to the new Boo crew's championships. And now the Millennium Champion. Oh no! Son of a bitch! After last week with King Leonidas, and as Majin Wario has sabotaged, we just saw this, and now a power slam.
Come on.
As Majin Wario, we saw him last week assaulting King Leonidas after Leonidas became the #1 contender to Majin Buu's CIW title. Kratos, the Millennium Champion, who's got the opportunity to cash in at any time of his choosing for a match for the World Heavyweight Championship, and which is why this whole match is taking place, because they're trying to wear this man down before he ever has a chance to cash in. Oh no, what is Wario doing here? Oh no! The back of the skull just went into that statue in a clothesline.
Not the Corleone bust.
Dear God, yeah, my CIW CEO Michael Corleone, as the Goldman Sachs has just rearranged the spinal column of Kratos. And how's he supposed to compete here tonight? As the bar area is right here next to Gorilla, and oh God, dear God, what is going on here? Now, well, we saw, I guess they were watching a couple weeks ago. He handed him off to Majin Shiva.
Damn.
I guess they were watching when Eminem and Dave Chappelle did this to the Penguin a couple of weeks back on Battle City. Which, by the way, we have gotten, as an update on that, while we're on the subject, Maximilian Pegasus has now banned Eminem and Dave Chappelle from the next Mirror Force tournament, so they will not be allowed to participate for 1 tournament's length. So they are serving a suspension for those actions and tarnishing the quality of the tournaments. Pegasus doesn't fuck around with that. I really appreciate that, and a neck breaker to Kratos, who was starting to fight back against Majin Shiva.
Yeah, say what you will about Maximilian Pegasus. He really cares about the integrity of the tournament.
Yeah, he sure does. Oh, now what the hell is that? What the hell is that?
The match hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, but there's supposed to be a bell that rings once both men get in the ring, but Kratos didn't even get a chance to, because he was sabotaged by Majin Wario in the bar, and now, what a right hand, and I don't know what he pulled out of his tights. But something was pulled out of the tights.
Were those brass nuts?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's some sort of a culturally appropriate Indian weapon that goes around the hands. As I don't know what it was. His back was to the camera, JOSHAGEDDON. I'm not a wizard. I can't see everything.
You know what? Fair point.
And
fair
now
point. You're making a lot of fair points today on commentary.
It could have been the butt end of a kendo stick for all I know. And now just showing you, you never know.
Hashtag a little bit more kendo.
Yeah, it's more than I want, but it's fine. And now Shiva bringing Kratos back into the ring, and now the bell began. The match is now officially started. Oh, wait a minute, Schoolboy. Schoolboy,
roll up.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God!
Whoa, wow.
Shiva was pinned!
Wow.
We saw
all that for nothing.
We saw Bully McGuire shock Majin Shiva with a roll-up, with a inside package a couple of weeks ago on Hype, and Kratos followed suit, and JOSHAGEDDON, that's a record! That is a record.
Yeah.
That is the fastest that anyone has ever been pinned. 7 seconds.
Oh my God.
Kratos went from having the record of fastest match to holding the record of fastest match. The Millennium Champion has just gotten the better of the New Boo crew here tonight as the summer slump continues for the NBC.
Wow. Man, sometimes in wrestling you just get caught, but oh my God, this match.
Hello, main event time.
I'm hard. Unreasonably hard.
Well, that's why you're here. As it is the Elder God Liu Kang, the former TAW champion, as well as the former TAW champion and CIW champion Freddy Krueger in a tag team match against Bully McGuire, the former CIW champion, and Dante, the former 2-time internet champion. For TAW, a lot of gold around the waist of these four, an immense amount of history among these four, and a blockbuster main event here tonight as these two teams are going to face each other in a pair of singles matches at Autumn Asylum, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But first of all, who you got just at face value between all of this?
I don't know, man. Real quick though, I know it's been a couple months since Riot Central 3, but God, it makes me so happy to see him sans the TAW championship.
Yeah, well, it sure is, but unfortunately, we have seen him sans integrity as he jumped.
That's been for years.
Well, yeah, as that has been the case without a doubt. But I mean, it all stemmed from when Bully McGuire beat Liu Kang at Equinox back in the spring. And then Bully McGuire beat Majin Shiva, as we discussed before, and Liu Kang hit him with a fatality kick and celebrated to close out a Saturday Night Hype. And then last week at the Midsummer Showdown, after Bully McGuire and King Leonidas were set to face each other in the #1 contenders match, before that match could take place, Liu Kang hit Bully McGuire with a fatality kick in the bar, but he paid for it because King Leonidas tracked his ass down and powerbombed him on the limousine and said, "Stay the hell away from my business," because King Leonidas is a solid dude.
Yeah.
But Bully McGuire has had enough of Liu Kang and him constantly being petty, so they will face each other at Autumn Asylum. That match has been confirmed. I can't say which day, but between the September 11th, 12th, and 13th, you will see that matchup one-on-one once again.
I'm excited to see that, but Liu Kang, petty, he would never.
I know.
But as far, I honestly, who do you have winning this match?
Well, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because there's, let alone, well, let's talk about Freddy. Let's talk about the other half of this first, and then we'll get into that. Because Freddy Krueger and Dante, this all started from Dante he can't participate in tournaments without pissing somebody off to the point of making his life miserable.
Yeah.
It happened with Satan last year, and Satan and Grim Reaper are now working for Dante in Helheim after 9 months of feuding. So then Dante, in the Millennium Championship, after Battle City got off the ground, beat Freddy Krueger, and then they went to a draw on a Saturday Night Hype following that. Then Dante faced Kratos for the Millennium Championship that Dante was inches away from winning. In the third match, he was touching the belt. And then Freddy Krueger showed up. And Freddy Krueger made his life a living hell. And then we get to the Brawlbarbecue.
Yeah.
Where those two faced off in an insane matchup that ultimately Freddy Krueger ended up pinning Dante clean, and Dante was
a shocker. That was
mad.
a shocker.
Oh yeah. Oh, without a doubt. And now those two are competing in a matchup, and I'm going to reveal it here tonight. I was keeping it a secret until just now, but Freddy Krueger versus Dante, and there will be more to this we'll reveal later. Hell in the Cell.
Yes.
And it is going to main event day 2 of Autumn Asylum, September 12th, Saturday night at 9. Dante, Freddy, Hell in a Cell will be your main event of day 2. And here comes Bully Maguire. Can he and Dante work together? And the bigger question, and Josh, again, you might be able to answer this better than I do given the history, can Freddy Krueger and Liu Kang work together?
I'm not sure. They both have enormous egos. And they have wrestled for like the TAW championship a long time ago, but they honestly have not shared a ring. And look at them discussing strategy, I guess, right now. But I wouldn't be surprised to see them work together or fall apart.
Yeah, yeah. Truth be told, that is really kind of the vibe. I mean, Liu Kang, and especially because I'm pretty sure he's having some significant separation anxiety. I mean, look at him. Look at him right now. Where the hell are you going, Lou? It's not photo shoot hour. It's get the hell in the ring and do something hour. And Dante going right after Freddy.
Dante immediately poking Freddy in the eyes.
Yeah, and now this is separate. Now we're going right after it. Bully Maguire going, get the hell in here. As this match is already started off completely unhinged, and I do not envy referee Bobby Moynihan.
Already deteriorated wildly.
Yeah, and went for a drop kick. Nobody even remotely close to Liu Kang. And tagging out to Freddy. Why?
He's like, he's your problem, bro.
But you know what? There's a lot of insecurities that have really been manifesting with Liu Kang and CIW lately. What the hell was that for, Freddy?
Why?
Why?
That was just so rude.
And for what reason? For what reason do you possibly have to do that? And oh, wait a second. Now a counter here. Liu Kang's not legal.
Not only is the referee unconscious.
And now going for a Hurricane Run, and he got it!
Oh my god! Okay, that was cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Colonial Impact Wrestling. It is madness, it is mayhem, and it is your main event between 4 blockbuster wrestlers. Inverted atomic drop, message sent. Sleeper slam.
Oh man, back of the head just bouncing off.
And now the referee's counting. This is now Freddy gets posted.
What a man, that is why Bully Maguire is a former CIW champion right there. Just immediately shutting that shit down.
Well, and let's not forget the history between Bully Maguire and Freddy Krueger that spanned all of last year. So these two certainly no strangers, and I'm sure Freddy is looking forward to tussling again with Bully Maguire, who he also got a pinfall victory over, albeit it was a roll-up with the foot on the ropes, but it was as close to Bully Maguire does not lose to too many people without someone fucking around with his day. Which,
yeah, basically.
Which I gotta give credit to Bully Maguire. He takes in a lot more stride than I would.
Yeah, I would have a very low tolerance for that.
He has quite the grace in that situation.
Trying to control the situation here.
Yeah, and I give credit to Bobby Moynihan, who is one of the newer referees here in CIW. And you know, I gotta give credit to the Counselor of Talent Relations, Abizzle. His weight loss program and his fitness program has gotten to the point where we're actually having a lot of referees able to interchange between blue shirts and pinstripe shirts. So it's not just Jonah Hill who's able to do that. Kevin James is going to be able to do that now. We've got a couple of other people who are going to be able to do that now. I believe actually Will Sasso, Bobby Moynihan will be able to do that. Not Stu, he's still fat, but in any case. But we love you, Stu.
We still love you, Stu.
We say that enduringly. Springboard and nobody hit. As Bully Maguire, I think, probably would have taken the brunt of that if there was brunt to be had. But this is CIW, where high-risk maneuvers hardly have brunt. They don't hit until they really hit.
Yeah. Well, and another thing about these two teams, they're not typical tag teams, so there's not going to be there's not going to be a whole lot of cohesion.
Yeah,
here.
we're not going to be seeing a ton of double team moves, I think, from either of these two teams, you know.
And the one double team move we
now
saw
counter
earlier.
onto front. 1, 2, and only 2. Dante kicks out.
That was close. The only double team move we saw earlier was the illegal man trying to pin the legal man while the referee was unconscious.
Yes. Caused by the legal man.
Which is not how wrestling works.
And folks, by the way, we didn't get a chance to talk about it, JOSHAGEDDON, but referee Bobby Moynihan, there is a medical fund to help him out in case he goes down. How can the fans help with the medical bills of our referees?
You gotta like, you gotta comment, you gotta share, you gotta subscribe, not necessarily in that order, to hashtag Save a Referee Today, ladies and gentlemen, because Lord knows...
Oh, wait a second.
Like, sometimes,
Nightmare on Elm Street down to Dante. And now a cover here from Liu Kang. 1, 2, only 1 as Bully Maguire dropkick breaks up the pin right there.
And that was a good breakup right there. Oh, and Liu Kang immediately trying to make him regret
immediately going after Bully Maguire, which is not surprising. Consider, I mean, and this is what I don't get. We're talking about separation anxiety from Liu Kang, as clearly with Bruce Lee as such preoccupied in CIW as a new man, I'm being told they have not communicated at all while they've been here. And I think that's really bothering Liu Kang. I think it's really getting to him, because this whole thing about attacking Bully Maguire, and quite frankly, Liu Kang's record in CIW is not great.
Nope.
You know, he's a hell of a wrestler. I mean, he's damn good at what he does, but overall, if you're looking at by the numbers, his win rate is not great. And
it just feels like at Riot Central 3, everything fell apart, because it kind of did.
It totally did. It absolutely has. You know, and folks, speaking of Bruce Lee, in 2 weeks' time, after Battle City 12, we have got the confirmation. Autumn Asylum, Drummers Call, September 5th, the main event. It is the Unforgettable versus the Forgotten Fighters. It is going to be huge. Simon Belmont, Nathan Von Schrader, and Bruce Lee cover 1 and only 1. Bruce Lee, Simon Belmont, and Nathan Von Schrader versus Jack 7, Brandon Ulrich, and Johnny Cage in a Soul Calibur gauntlet.
Ooh,
it has become tradition in Autumn Asylum Drummers Call to have this match, and a fatality get countered. Bully saw it coming.
Nice reversal.
And a big back suplex.
A suplex.
Yes, so folks, stay tuned for that. 2 weeks' time, the main event. Soul Calibur gauntlets are always a brutal affair. One of CIW's homegrown matches. You're not going to want to miss it. But
now just grinding the face of Liu Kang on the outside.
Yeah,
there.
Absolutely. That's face it. Oh no, come on, Freddy!
Oh, come on!
Now, to be fair, and a sling blade, and a shocking sling blade from Freddy Krueger, but I seem to think that Freddy might have been aiming for Dante and just accidentally clipped Bobby Moynihan in that shot.
You know what? If he didn't give him that kidney shot earlier, I wouldn't be as upset about it.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's been taking a lot of blows that he shouldn't have been taking. Oh, now right in front of us here. Blue, come on. And now just taking away our monitors.
Nightmare on Elm Street in the ring.
Oh, God, but he's not the legal man. Dante's not legal. Bully's legal.
This is just madness.
Yeah, it sure is madness. But that's because this is so personal between these two pairings that we're going to see at Autumn Asylum. But it's here tonight. It's almost like tag team cohesion. What tag team are we referring to?
Yeah. And Spider-Man just sternum first into the barricade.
Yeah, right into the barricade as Liu Kang getting back into the ring.
And
immediately leaving.
Trying his hardest to get control of the situation.
Well, God bless Bobby,
but you're dealing with.
I mean, this would be hard for any referee. This would be hard for Alfred to maintain order between these guys. You know, and Alfred is one of the most stand-up referees in e-fetting.
Absolutely.
You know, but there's only so much you can do.
When you're dealing with Liu Kang, Dante, Freddy Krueger, and Bully Maguire, there's not going to be hardly any rule following whatsoever. Yeah, Dante, the half-man, half-demon, and I gotta admit, it kind of unnerved me a little bit, the grin that Dante gave me when I told him that he was going to be in a Hell in a Cell match. It kind of made me uneasy. You know, he's a troll, but there's like that other side of him is kind of intimidating. I won't lie to you. It's just a little bit. Like his ears perked up. He was like, "Oh,
yeah,
Hell in a Cell," you said.
Yeah, it was. It brought unnatural delight to know that he was in there. But folks, who is going to win this blockbuster tag team match here tonight? A bulldog from Lou, and it looks like this match is beginning to reestablish itself as. Oh, never mind. As
Liu
Liu
Kang
Kang
was literally like, shut the fuck up, Sean.
yeah, immediately just, oh, and a fatality get countered again by Bully.
Wow, he just cannot land that.
Oh, but that might have incensed Bully McGuire, who came right back into the ring. And, oh god. And now, being thrown into his own corner there. And somehow was able to manage it.
There's a lot of bad blood in this matchup, ladies
Oh, there
and
sure
gentlemen.
is. That's why this match hasn't really been a match from the start. Oh, now here we go.
Get out of the ring.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. As now
no.
springboard. Oh, and he got him.
Ooh,
Got him right on the
forearm to
back.
of the head.
That's right. And he took the Jinder Mahal bump. As now. Sorry, Jinder. I love you. As Indians have not been having a favorable night tonight.
Over here, hindering the Jinder every night and day.
Yeah, Shiva lost in 7 seconds. Jinder Mahal's catching pot shots. I love you, India. No disrespect.
Yeah.
As
not the only Jinder we're hindering tonight.
Oh, no, wait a second.
Matches.
And now a Nightmare on Elm Street to Bully. But I'm pretty sure
this
Dante is still
again.
legal. I'm pretty sure Dante and Liu Kang are still the legal men. A sunset flip on the illegal men.
Freddy.
I think
Freddy, let him go.
Freddy's still, he's trying to relive. It's like, I wanted to win this feud. I could have pinned you.
Freddy,
I did it.
Off.
That was so unnatural.
Oh, no.
Lou, come on, man. Come on, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. Look out, Josh, again. This is going to end badly.
God.
It's going to end badly. Go. God damn. Lou. God.
My pop filter went flying.
My popcorn went flying. And that was poisonous, and I'm seeing people eat. Oh no, guys, don't eat that. Oh
Why
no,
do you have
oh
poisonous popcorn?
Just in case Liu Kang came over here. I thought he was gonna eat it. I didn't think he was gonna break the table. And now I gotta call Terry. And now Slim.
Shit!
God damn it! Rasad is not gonna be happy.
Shit!
My
pop filter fell off again.
And Dante's still laying here at our feet. God! What a main event here tonight, and a hip toss. As Liu Kang.
All right, am I back? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. And now, kind of catapult.
God, Freddy.
Just catapulting
Freddy
himself
with a tope
over.
on Hilo, kind of.
Yes. As, He's more like a tope cornholo because he's a big ass. But in any case, now,
Really
Dante back in.
And hand grenades.
Folks, we're trying to regain our faculties here, and what a low blow.
Oh,
You want to talk about the most intentional
low
message
blow.
being sent. And now Dante with a kick to Liu Kang.
That was a nice kick right to the
Dante's
face.
still in the middle of the ring, still fighting here in this matchup. This main
Sean,
event
I
tag
have a
match.
question.
Yes, sir. Oh, and now Freddy
Who the
brought
fuck
in.
is legal?
It is now Freddy Krueger and Dante, the two men who will meet in the
Okay.
main event of Autumn Asylum Day 2 in a Hell in a Cell match. Oh, what a powerbomb pin. And 1, 2, and only 2. As I don't know whether Freddy kicked out or Lou helped assist. I'm not sure which happened first.
Dude, he powerbombed him right on a high angle powerbomb, stacking him up on the
right
neck.
on the neck. It was absolutely brutal.
That was business.
It's
that was straight up business.
Yeah, and God, how is it that any of these guys have anything left?
No. Okay.
A nice throwback. Dante with a nice kick, deciding better than to go to the top rope. But Freddy Krueger is the legal man.
This match has been all sorts of insane.
All sorts of everywhere. And you know what? Our fault for booking it. We should have known what would have happened. You know? But damn it, this is what CIW is all about. Is this kind of mayhem right here. Oh, now Freddy, come on. And Freddy.
You don't need that.
Well, Bobby Moynihan didn't even see it. He didn't see it this time. I think he saw when Sub-Zero did it, but Freddy made sure that Bobby did not see that the turnbuckle was removed. And now, now right into the back.
Wow.
And now going for a spear into the corner.
Oh.
As Liu Kang.
This is not looking good.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger and Liu Kang.
Not looking good for Dante and Spider-Man.
And I'm kind of shocked that Liu Kang and Freddy Krueger, considering, I mean, we've talked about how petty Liu Kang is. I'm surprised Liu Kang has not hit Freddy Krueger that's for 2014. You know?
Wow.
I'm surprised he hasn't, but Liu Kang is hurting here. And now, and another sling blade.
Oh, man.
Well, damn it, Freddy. Have you met Finn Balor? And a drop kick.
If he starts saying "ya boo" every time he hits someone, I'm gonna lose it.
You know what? I'll become an instant fan of his. And a big tornado DDT.
Oh, and Dante's been busted.
Yeah,
wide
Dante
open.
has been bloodied. here tonight. Oh, and not another Nightmare on Elm Street. That's Dante's third.
How many, like, can you withstand?
But Liu Kang is legal. Liu Kang got to go for the cover and does. Center of the ring, one and only one. Bully Maguire saves the matchup again.
Man, he's been the MVP of this matchup.
Yeah,
so
he really
far
hasn't.
for
He
his
gets
team.
a spinning heel kick for his trouble. As the
Liu
Elder
Kang
God.
is not happy.
The Elder God doing
When is
everything
Liu
he
Kang
can.
ever happy?
Well, yeah, but now he's like super unhappy. Like,
Yeah, it's
super
gotten
unhappy.
worse.
It's gotten so much worse now that he has nobody to talk to. You know,
Yeah,
he's
and
basically
no
just talking.
championship
Yeah,
belt around his waist.
he's talking to the Elder Gods in his head like the Ultimate Warrior, and it's
no.
turning badly. And now Gwen tried to go for a tag. Did Dante? Wait a second. And
Oh, yeah, I think Dante's a little pissed.
yeah, but Freddy right there, and oh my God!
What? A moonsault DDT.
Freddy, that was amazing.
nuts. That was incredible.
And boy, you want to talk about a momentum halter? That was exactly what it was intended to do.
Yeah, exactly. That
And now,
was,
and
that
now
was
come
insane.
on, Lou.
Oh, really? Really, Liu Kang?
Yeah, that's unnecessary.
Double
Unnecessary. And a
team.
double DDT from Dante and Bully.
There we go.
And that might be the I think that's the first we've seen any tag team work really from Bully and Dante.
And it was way more successful than the double team work from early. Freddy, leave the ref alone.
Freddy just randomly kicking everybody and a thumb to the eye. But this time it's not trolling, it's just to get some damn separation.
Yeah.
And now it's tagging the Bully finally.
Here we go. All right, finally. Tag made. Here comes
And
Bully.
oh no!
Oh, God. As soon as he gets in.
Instantly, Liu Kang with a spinning heel kick busts Bully Maguire open. But we've seen many times that Bully Maguire will rally in these situations. I said last week he's kind of like the Terry Funk of CIW. Because you never know when he's going to pull down deep once the juice starts flowing for Bully Maguire. Well, except for last week when he just lost. But not counting last week.
Other than that.
But to be fair, that was Liu Kang's fault too.
Tagging Dante back in. And another spinning wheel kick.
And fairly, I still believe that Bully Maguire could have beaten King Leonidas if Liu Kang had not gotten involved prior to the match starting.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree with you.
he
man.
nearly got King Leonidas with his interference notwithstanding.
Oh,
And a big clothesline.
again.
A big clothesline. But Bully and Dante both bleeding profusely.
Yeah, and this is devolving once again.
Yeah, as if it really ever had structure.
Yeah, that is true.
But folks, this is a huge tag team matchup. Momentum on the line heading in to Autumn Asylum. Liu Kang versus Bully Maguire to take place on that three-day card. And of course, the main event of day 2, Freddy Krueger versus Dante, Hell in a Cell. Of course, day 3.
That's going to be insane.
Day 3 main evented by the Heavyweight Championship, Majin Buu versus King Leonidas. And the main event of day 1 will be the Exceed champion Majin King going one-on-one against Ermac. And what a springboard again, but clipped his partner a little bit.
Yeah, just again, the inexperience as a team.
Yeah, but didn't knock him off his feet. And there's
And again!
Bully drop kicks both Dante and Liu Kang equally. It was kind of impressive how equally, but
yeah.
And now, but
Liu Kang looked like he was thinking about going up top.
Well, Liu Kang, I think, is starting to lose it here. He's trying to just spinning heel kick anything that moves.
Yeah, he wants to end this match.
Yeah, he is desperate to end this match. Well, he's probably like, well, forgive me, JOSHAGEDDON, but in his mind, he's probably thinking both of these guys are bloody. I've tried the fatality kick twice. There's a ton of Nightmare on Elm Streets that have been executed. What more has to be done? Cover 1, 2, and only 2 as Liu Kang either kicks out or Freddy breaks it up. But what more can be done
Freddy in the ring.
to get this job done?
Oh, what is
Now
this?
a drop kick to the legs.
Oh, man.
And folks, we've gotten word that Liu Kang has been taken to a local hospital. They don't know how to treat him, and fatality kick countered again!
Again, third time.
Liu Kang has tried 3 times to hit a fatality kick. And here's my question to you, JOSHAGEDDON. Do these people know Liu Kang too well? Is he losing his edge because he's doing the same stuff?
Yeah, I mean, they've read his book, man. You got to come up with some new stuff.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't have
Try some
titled.
different angles.
He shouldn't have titled his book "My Entire Moveset" by Liu Kang.
Yeah.
That was just bad on the publisher's part. 666.
Oh, here we go. Here
Dante,
we go.
Dante lining up the former TAW champion. Oh, wait a minute. Freddy tried to get involved.
Oh, now he's busted.
Yeah, but Bobby Moynihan has got Freddy at bay here. Will it be enough to distract the cover? 1, 2, 3. Got him.
There we go.
Dante
with
pins
the win.
Liu Kang as the
Damn.
bloody and the battered Bully Maguire and Dante secure a gigantic victory here tonight. Your thoughts, Joshageddon?
That was a hell of a match, and man, Dante, that was one of the biggest wins of his career right there.
Yeah, these two men have made a huge statement ahead of Autumn Asylum as we march ever closer, but we've got one more episode of Battle City left before the festivities start. Thank you all for coming to Saturday Night Hype, and we will see you next week for Battle City 12.